Hey there, I'm Joe Carter. If you've ever popped the hood and thought, where do I even start? You're in good company. Around here, we take the mystery out of car repair, one fix at a time. Whether you're a beginner or just looking to sharpen your skills, there's something here for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're into learning without the headaches. All right, that's enough from me. Let's get into
Road
it.
congestion is not only the cause of multi-kilometer queues of cars that are lined up waiting for their turn to pass, but also premature wear of some structural components. Before we consider how to drive in a traffic jam correctly, let us consider the main causes of road congestion. To them should be attributed a huge amount of transport which significantly exceeds the carrying capacity of urban roads, as well as their narrowing and deformation, gaps, holes, due to various reasons, repair and construction work, emergencies, peculiarities of intersections and violation of rules of their passage, non-compliance with the sequence of passing vehicles on different road sections, ignoring traffic rules, in particular, overtaking, rearrangement of road lanes. As for the design features of roads, their expansion and the creation of more main and additional lanes are the prerogative of the relevant authorities. But it is quite possible for every driver to drive on them correctly and not to violate traffic rules in order not to end up in a traffic jam and not to involve other road users. Solving some traffic situations that contribute to congestion. Both in modern megacities and in most cities, not only in our country, but also in Europe, drivers have to drive on roads that form intersections of varying complexity, as well as circular traffic, such as a traffic ring. On it, as a rule, a large number of roads of different importance are closed and the slightest violation of traffic rules can lead to a traffic jam. Let's consider some situations, passing intersections, the scheme of which prohibits the crossing and exit of a vehicle on them until the fulfillment of certain conditions, passing, or the requirements of signs by other traffic participants. In this case, it is your car that may be the cause of the congestion. In order to avoid hours of idling in a traffic jam, you should let oncoming traffic turning left and then join it, continuing the movement. In a traffic circle, if the ring is the main road, you must let the traffic coming from the left pass, and then quickly enter it without obstructing the cars behind you. Often drivers find themselves in traffic jams exactly on ring road sections, so it is necessary to anticipate situations that can lead to the formation of congestion. Of course, driving an automatic is much more comfortable and easier in traffic jams than driving a manual. Simplicity and convenience of driving cars on variator, automatic, lies in the following factors: there is no overconsumption of fuel. There is no need to depress the clutch pedal. There is no need to make quick decisions on which gear is better to drive a certain section of the road. It is not recommended to put the selector lever in neutral during short stops. Moreover, it is not recommended at all to put the selector lever in neutral in a jerky rhythm of traffic jams. Many drivers have a question about how fuel economy occurs when driving an automatic. Here it is necessary to take into account the features of automatic transmission, which allow to use the mode E, economy, during which the automatic transmission interacts with the car engine to the maximum and does not consume fuel over the prescribed norm. Besides, the automatic transmission has a mode L, designed to increase the traction of the driving axle on difficult road sections. Auto with MKPP. What do you need to know in order to drive correctly in traffic jams on a mechanic? We have already sorted out that driving on an automatic is much easier, although, as practice shows, an experienced driver is happy to drive a car on mechanics and does not experience the slightest discomfort. Besides, it is considered that mechanical gearboxes are more reliable in operation. Let's analyze some features of driving on mechanics, which every driver needs to know. Let's start, perhaps, with the fact that you need to learn how to shift gears correctly and in time, and the clutch pedal should be depressed quickly and all the way to the floor. Besides, if you do not want to burn the clutch very quickly, it is not recommended to keep the pedal half depressed at parking lots in a jam. You will also save the life of the release bearing. The ideal option would be a disengaged clutch, the position of the gearbox lever in neutral, and the car is put on the parking brake. One of the main problems with frequent starting on the MKPP is overheating of the clutch, which can cause its temperature deformation, with the subsequent appearance of vibrations. In a traffic jam, where there is no need for a dynamic start at all, it is advisable to start with a minimum addition of gas or without gas at all. If you had to get into a traffic jam with a small slope and it becomes clear that the movement will not start soon, you can put the car on the handbrake, turn off the engine and turn on the gear. The car will not roll anywhere, and you will only have to wait patiently when there will be a gap on the horizon to start moving. How to choose lanes for traffic jams. Regardless of whether you are driving in a traffic jam with a mechanic or an automatic, an important issue is lane guidance, or rather, which lane to drive in when you are in a long line of cars. Experienced drivers know that it is best to stick to the two lanes, on the right, of course. This allows the driver to continue straight ahead for a long time, and if necessary, quickly rearrange to the first lane to make a detour. Judge for yourself. In the first row are mostly trucks, between which there is a minimum distance of half a truck. This is more than enough to rearrange in time in the first row and successfully turn in the right place. To learn about the location of traffic jams in real time, it is not necessary to buy expensive models of GPS navigators. For this purpose, smartphones and other mobile gadgets that have a connection to the internet are perfect. Here everything is simple. You type in a search engine, for example, traffic jams, your city, online, and instantly get up-to-date information at the moment. This will give the opportunity to calculate the necessary route and minimize the number of possible congestion, which will save a lot of time. Peace of mind and only peace of mind. Imagine that you are in your car Nissan, Porsche Cayenne or even just a 9, and there is a long multi-kilometer queue ahead, and it is not known when the cars will move. At this moment you can watch onboard TV, listen to the radio, read a book. In general, there will be plenty of time, so how to organize your leisure time? You should still think of it. Do not dare to fall asleep while driving, because the movement can resume at any moment, and you, as a driver, need to be collected and cool-blooded. After all, not before it will be asleep. Most accidents in traffic jams happen because many drivers are too excited and inattentive. Therefore, whatever happens, it is necessary to be collected, because at stake is your own safety and the safety of the vehicle. When driving, you should remember that rushing and trying to overtake other road users in a large concentration of cars can end badly. A couple or 3 meters will not make the weather, but to get into an accident with all the ensuing, so it's a piece of cake. It is mandatory to work with rear-view mirrors, which will allow you to safely make maneuvers, as well as to anticipate the road situation ahead. In conclusion, navigating through traffic jams requires patience, awareness, and a few key strategies. Remember to maintain a safe following distance, stay calm, and avoid aggressive maneuvers. Use your indicators to signal your intentions and be mindful of pedestrians and cyclists. By applying these tips, you can make your journey smoother and safer for everyone on the road. Thank you for watching, and drive safely.